young talent. I'm excited to see how they measure up.
Yeah, speaking of young, I said that Brooke Nuneviller, one of 6 draftees in the league this season. Well, she's joined in the starting lineup by Katie Lukes for Team Orange, also a draftee this season.
The aforementioned Nootsara Tomcom back to serve. Switching to 13 for this year, gave up the 88. That was snapped up by Marin Grote on her team. We're underway, season 3 from Mesa, Arizona this time. Cross-court winner right away with Nuneviller.
And that's exactly why she was taken off the board so quickly, because you see the finish with the big swing, but how about the ball control with the pass? That is paramount at this level, and Brooke Nuneviller does it well.
One of the best watches in all of the game. You are in for a treat this season with Nuneviller outside. So Maddie, I'll tell you, Valentin Anderson serves it up. First tip finds the floor. You don't always have to hit it hard for Chaussee.
Another rookie, by the way, showcasing our young talent here early as this one gets going.
I had 2 players on my watch list coming in as my favorite players to watch collegiately who are now in the professional league, and we've seen them right off the top, Nuneviller and Chaussee.
Similar players, if I might say, in terms of their ball control and yet their ability to terminate at the left pin, and not the biggest players that we're going to see here at AU this weekend, but boy, are they aggressive at the net.
With Nuneviller out of Chandler, Arizona, as Missy Whittemore mentioned. Our fans already out here enjoying the start of the league. You have 5 weeks to come out. I recommend you get here. Ball is tight and tipped. Smartly done by Katie Lukes.
Saw the secondary setting there by Amanda Benson, that black jersey for the Orange team, their libero. Hangs a nice ball up. We talked about this team having a lot of newcomers. The first and second contact are pretty well known for the Orange team. Benson, a returner, but in terms of those players taking swings at the ball, you're going to see a lot of new faces.
Nuneviller with the dig. Valentin Anderson dishes overhead. Hippa with the kill. Saskia Hippa out of Berlin, Japan. Berlin, Germany. Where am I trying to put Berlin? Going to move it across the globe.
Hippa new to this league, but she has been a pro since 2006. So no surprise here. Nice connection there with Valentin Anderson.
Overpass put away by Tori Dixon. Great to see Tori Dixon out there, native of Minnesota, suffered a couple of knee injuries that have hampered her efforts to participate in Athletes Unlimited the last couple seasons. Early start. Valentin Anderson, the aggressor, up 4-2. Quick into the middle, Ali Bastianelli.
Yeah, interesting to me to see as a setter captaining the team, who are those middles that they go and get right away off of the draft board? And Ali Bastianelli, a pretty good pick, I would say, because of the fact she's such a great two-way player. She can get it done offensively and defensively.
Yeah, defensively has been where she's really peaked her value, been amongst the league's top blockers. Bypass, that ball is tight, tough play. Someone's in the net, and it's Team Valentin Anderson.
Bastianelli going right at Lukes here in serve receive. Forcing her to pass force. They're out of system the entire way. And that's trouble. It's actually on the follow-through as she's coming down that she catches a piece of that net.
Keeps Bastianelli at the line. Benson taking a lot of court, and that pays off. Smooth to the outside. Katie Lukes with another kill off that exceptional fast delivery.
Only possible because of the first contact of Amanda Benson, as you point out, does a great job handling the ball there, and that allows Valentin Anderson to go with tempo. Really quick set to the outside, and Lukes wipes it off those hands.
Dixon serving deep, long run on the outside. Here's some more defense from Nuneviller. Tips don't go as often professionally as they did in college. Presley with a big cut there. Do you go back to her again? No, this time to the middle. That's middle on middle defense. I love it. And the throw cross court for the winner, Nia Reed.
And there is a tip that does go for a winner because it is so well placed.
Is that a push or a tip?
I don't know. How about the first push by Yassiana Presley and the save deep there by Nuneviller? Gorgeous.
Ball control early in the middles are benefiting.
That is going to be Shelly Fanning in orange. Out of the middle. Historically speaking, the middle is, like in all areas of volleyball, do not get as many looks. But both of these teams, as you mentioned, the ball control early, allowing them to establish some middle rhythm, and that's going to open things up on the outside.
Quick to the outside. Presley with a hammer. That ball's still alive, but he's not going to come back. Luciana Presley. I watched her play first time a few years ago at Baylor, and Maria Ruiz came to mind in terms of her arm.
The arm is what keeps you coming back, wanting more, but I've been really impressed with her ball control and serve receive so far here this evening. They've gone after her in serve receive, forcing her to make first contact, and she's holding her own.
That tip finds the block and then down. Nootsara back on top, 7-6.
That's Nootsara alongside McCage, who has just been very successful over the course of 2 seasons here at AU, playing in the middle.
Another big swing from Lukes on the left. Now, if you don't know how this works, you see it says set 1 of 3 on the right. We're going to play 3 sets no matter what. The win is done on aggregate. So we're going to add up all 3 scores. Every point vitally important. Even though we're still dividing it into sets, we're going to finish with a score, say 75-59, 75-65, something like that. We'll keep you updated as we go along as to how this whole thing works. That ball is on the line, Chaussee this time. And we also have scoring points for the players, because obviously it's an individual title. You get win points. It should hopefully account for 60%. This is a guesstimate, the goal of the league, of your points. 40 for each set, 60 for the overall win. Your individual stats, every action earns you a point or loses you some volume of points, as Fanning is stopped there. And then there's MVP points. You can also win points by being voted MVP by your fellow players or by the Unlimited Club. They also get a vote.
And Chaussee just earning herself some points. We saw a kill moments ago, and she follows that up with a stuff block. Added in this year is +2 for middles on an assist block. So Ali Bastianelli will rack up a couple points as well.
Yeah, but if you're going to get a one-on-one, that's still going to be +12.
Absolutely.
Yeah, big points scored with aces, blocks, and kills. Lots of points lost via attack errors, setting errors, and passing errors. Finally, the setters pay for their bad sets, Missy Whittemore.
Wait, we don't have any of those. Are you kidding? It's never our fault.
9-8 to Nootsara. Of course, every night we have 2 matches. Teams play 3 times throughout the weekend and then get recomposed. The left side attack of Team Nootsara is proving lethal early.
Yeah, definitely sharp angle by Claire Chaussee here early in this match. She is forcing that offside attacker to play defense and catches Nunnerviller a little short in the court there.
Claire Chaussee played at Louisville, part of that program's rise to national prominence. Another middle attack. Dixon once again collects the point.
Valentin Anderson finding Dixon there. There are only 2 players on this squad, and neither of them are attackers on the orange team that Valentin Anderson has ever played with at AU. All new attackers for her.
And that's wild. They've been playing together since Tuesday.
Yeah.
Outside again, and more success. This time it's the opposite in rotation 1, Nia Reed. So the pins for Team Nootsara are really enjoying the touch of Nootsara Tomkon.
Yeah, it's beautiful, isn't it? I mean, the ball is always in the right window. She happens to be an NCAA champion, but I think even a non-champion could get a kill off of Nootsara.
If we put you out there, what do you think?
Yeah.
I'm going to go with no for myself, unless there's no on the other side. Tip that time. Oh, a charging Kendall White picks it up. A little bit more pace this time. Will it find the edge? Yes, it will.
Not without a great second effort from Claire Chaussee, who covers so much ground as a defender. We're going to get a replay here on the Kendall White pickup. Incredible.
Kendall White in her first season. I loved her coach. She said, I'm vertically challenged in a tall women's sport. Come on, Kendall, you're 5'7".
But she owns that libero position, doesn't she?
Has played 3 seasons in France. Has had stints with the women's national team as well, as Nunnerviller is back to the line once again. Presley. OT backline winner. We were talking about the points earlier. Here's the breakdown of how they work.
You're going to see there that the kill is +8, and you mentioned earlier the attack error actually -12. So a kill doesn't totally erase an error. It pays to be efficient.
You can have some big swings. What's wild, you think about an ace serve. You're used to it being 1 point on the scoreboard. As that ball goes straight down from Hippox. You're used to an ace being a point on the scoreboard, but in fact here, a service ace is a 24-point swing.
Right.
It's +12 for the ace for the server. It's -12 for the receiver who made the error.
That's putting a little emphasis on the serve pass game, huh?
Yeah. There you go.
There's an example. Thank you. Now, I don't know which player gets that error.
I think Claire Chaussee is going to take the error there. She touched the ball. But should it have been Presley's?
I didn't think you'd give it to her. Let's see. Oh, I'm glad I don't have to make those decisions.
Have to wait for the official score. Bad pass there. Cross court. Nice range.
Valentin Anderson continues to really target Presley in serve receive, and particularly right now she's a front row player, so forcing her to pass balls. And you see Nootsara step back, talk to her team just a little. I have to wonder if it feels different for Nootsara to be out there playing as the captain with that management role now as well.
I know other players have mentioned that when they are captain, there's so much to do off the court in deciding who's going to play, when they're going to play. We do have facilitators, but to be clear, the captains are in charge. They have the final say on everything throughout the week.
I talked to Cassidy Lickman about it prior to the match, actually, from her former playing days, how she felt about being the captain versus playing without being the captain. And she seemed fine with it, that she has that mentality to control things, which is why she is now the director of volleyball at AU.
Exactly right. Exactly right. The Cassidy Lickman reign of terror has begun. She actually said, I'm just here to do whatever the players say. Now I'm the one who has to implement it. Again, Presley targeted. She'll get this high ball well off the net. Vanderbilt, Valentin Anderson outside to Lukes. Again, Lukes. Harder this time, and it's a winner.
The heavy arm of Katie Lukes gets it done, but as I sit here and watch, Chaussee in middle back for blue, Nunaviller in middle black for orange, just mirroring each other with their great movement.
Team Valentin Anderson has hit 15. Team Nootsara trails by 2. Time for a technical timeout. Our first set of the first match of AU Volleyball Season 3. You can experience the action of AU Volleyball in person here in Mesa, Arizona. Get your tickets now at auprosports.com/tickets. This is just night number 1. We will be here for 5 weeks in a row, 3 nights per weekend. Friday, Sunday, and Monday. We're going to make your viewing very easy over the next 5 weeks. We have everything planned for you as Molly McCage gets an opportunity on the backslide. Lukes. Such a contrast, Lukes, on the pin compared to the pin hitters on the other side as McCage, who loves that backslide, picks up the kill.
McCage, 2 looks over the course of that rally. Nootsara really emphasizing the middle right now, and she capitalizes on that second swing.
Molly McCage, 3-time All-American selection at Texas. And a staple of this league, member of the player executive committee that guides every decision about this program. And how about that, Nootsara Tomcom? I think we saw it in her highlights coming in from last year. She can block.
Nootsara at 5'7", but don't let that deceive you. Look at this right here as she goes up strong and seals the line.
Lukes tight to the net, dealt with by Valentin Anderson.
How does Valentin Anderson come up with that win? What a great push as she turns on the ball there.
So Valentin Anderson and Lukes will serve. Team Nootsara, who's been riding the pins. Chaussee 3 for 3, Reed 3 for 4. And Luciana Presley also with a number of impressive kills. And right back to it, Chaussee.
Mentioned moments ago that Nootsara really pushing the middle to Molly McCage. Well, because of that, it holds the middle blocker in orange that time. Fanning has to fade with Molly McCage, and the quick push to the outside from Nootsara is all sorts of open net for Claire Chaussee.
Perfect pass, a little fade kill there for Shelly Fanning. Shelly Fanning taking a break from running her equestrian center.
Is this a break? I don't know. This looks kind of like hard work right now.
I don't know. Is taking care of horses harder than playing volleyball?
Yeah.
I would say so.
I think you're right.
Yeah. Teaching people to ride is probably a little more stressful too. Doing it yourself here. There's a block. Dixon alongside Valentin Anderson. Or Natty. A couple of national team vets. Valentin Anderson making an Olympic roster. Tori Dixon being oh so close, so often two-time alternate for the USA women and longtime valued member to that team.
The setters for these two teams are surprisingly good blockers. I think the outsides are expecting to have some easy shots down the line, and it's just not happening.
How about if you just go off the hands and out?
Exactly. The reaction there from Valentin Anderson, though, is she just slaps her hands. Boy, she wanted that one back.
So Nootsara to the back row. There'll be three hitters across the front. Bastianelli, Reed, and Chaucer. Benson, perfect delivery. Back row, Presley. The deuce delivers.
Yassiana Presley just coming at you from a different level. The height of her attack, the speed of her arm swing, and out of middle back, she just has the entire court there.
That ball just long, no touch call.
I'm struck by how communicative Valentin Anderson is on the court with her team. Obviously, we've mentioned that she's the captain, she's running things, and she huddles them up and talks between each point.
Tip, Chaucer was waiting. Reed a little early. Nunaviller bangs it through. The pace of the game is already impressive.
It is, and moments ago, Nunaviller didn't look too happy with that out call on her previous attack. She seemed to be in disbelief. No question about this one.
A little 31 go over the top on the left side. So both setters now to the back row will have full complement of hitters. Oh, but forget it. That looked like an ace serve. Not called. Reed over the top, winner.
Could we get a challenge?
There's an indication right away from Brooke Nunaviller that we should have a captain's challenge.
Looks to me like Valentin Anderson is headed to the up official to indicate that that is the case.
So we'll have a captain's challenge to determine if that serve hit the ground at the very beginning of that play. For the moment, it's Team Nootsara 20-19 in a first set where no one has led by more than 3. We'll make you the replay official, Missy.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, that's
down.
That's clearly down.
Yeah, that's down.
So here's the wild thing. You're going to wipe away what would have been a +8 for a kill for Reed and an assist and all the points that go with it there. And you're going to go for a 24-point swing. Presley's going to pick up -12.
Yeah.
And Natalia Valentin Anderson is going to pick up +12.
And Valentin Anderson, at this point in the set, really winning that serve-pass battle. And we saw that Nootsara considered their team a strong passing team, so that's something they're going to have to sort out.
They're given a couple of captain's challenges per set here to correct or challenge the referees. I guess correct is if you're right, challenge is if you are wrong.
True.
We don't know which one of those are until the ruling is made. Maybe one more look at it. So you at home can make a definitive call yourself.
And you see there Nia Reed backing out. And Yassiana Presley comes flying in. So just some miscommunication there about who's going to handle serve receive.
2 challenges per match. Challenges can be used for the review of in, out, ball on the floor, net or block touch, and the line faults of all manner. So we need to mark those off, too, as used. That was a good long challenge there. Time to go get a Gatorade and come back. I said earlier that we're going to make your viewing easy for you at home. Hope you enjoy. We're going to be on the ESPN family of networks on Friday, Sunday, and Monday. And we're going to be at the same time through the season. And the only time change that we're going to experience here in Arizona is the actual time change, because it doesn't change here and it changes in other places.
That's right.
So tonight we have Valentin Anderson taking on Nootsara. Tonight in the nightcap, we're going to have Team Edmond taking on Team Delacruz.
And Valentin Anderson, her first challenge of the season and her first successful challenge of the year.
And now, just to slow things down a little bit more, we will have a timeout. Athletes Unlimited and Topps have unveiled their first ever set of player trading cards that feature all 4 athletes. Unlimited sports combined in one set. That's all of them. That's 200 card set, 185 athletes. You can pick it up at Target, Barnes & Noble, hobby shops, and throughout Topps.com and Fanatics.com. They're everywhere. Go get your set today. Be a fan of the game. Back to action here. Valentin Anderson trying to extend this lead. Cannot do it. Reed's going to pick up that block. No half for the middle.
Yeah, Nia Reed with a huge stuff on the left side as she stays out there off of serve receive. Claire Chaussee hanging out on the right side, and it pays off for that. Have that big Nia Reed block.
Big for her side, because 22-20 feels a lot worse than 20 all as you get over the top, and then an ace to follow. Plus 12 for Chaussee.
Chaussee so well-rounded. Defense, offense, put her at the service line. Good results all the way around.
Benson has trouble with that one. Little miscommunication. Presley, sharp. Hip up. The dig, now the swing. Oh, back slide action for Valentin Anderson to dig it. Longest rally of the match. Big swing, just wide. No touch, point. Team Nootsara.
Both teams in situations where their setters are forced to make first contact. That's why we get that long rally there out of system. Some out of system swings, and that final one out of system as well. Nice choice there by White to let that one go. Looks like we're going to give another challenge here, Kevin. I think Valentin Anderson says we've got it in our pocket. Why not use it? And they're motioning that they think Nootsara was in the net at some point during that rally.
So back to the review we go, this time at 22-20. What a switch up it was. Team Nootsara thought they had a 20-19 lead, and they'd be reversed and have it be 20 all. Now they've scored 2 in a row.
Taking a look here to see if over the course of this rally we see any net violation on Team Nootsara there in the blue jerseys. You get 2 per set. I have to agree. If there's any chance, this is the time to go ahead and throw it out there. And boy, you start to understand how important those win points are over the course of a match. When you see these challenges being thrown out here late, these teams are battling right now for this first set because there are some serious points on the line.
Yeah, you have 2 per set, so use them as you pointed out. And you're talking about those win points. It is 40 points per set. And you get those the moment you win that set, those points are yours. They go up on the leaderboard. We have live updating of our individual leaderboard throughout the match. If you win the match, you get an additional 60. So when we get to that third set, we have 100 points still on the line in just team points, those win points, which should account for 60% of your total in any given match or throughout the entire year.
Valentin Anderson, very quick to point out that as she's drafting her team, she knows that the win points are what's going to put you over the edge at the end of the year. Yes, stat points are important, but she is looking to put together a group that is cohesive, that can win a match. They know how important that is. And she said that's another, one of the reasons that she did go with Nunneviller, that Nunneviller understood that mindset.
And Nunneviller, one of those players that could benefit from the overall points and the way they work. She is so active in the back row, as you've seen already in this first set. I see no touch here. Tong Nguyen has been in the replay booth for some time again. And I do like the replay in terms of the challenge, in terms of the game and getting it right. Has to be quick.
Yeah, I love the fact that we're getting it right. That is the goal. And so I think we can all agree on that. But when it's slow at the end of a set like this, you just have to wonder what sort of impact is it going to have on the mojo of what's happening out there.
Mascot battle or something happening out here. I wonder if maybe the Coyotes available. Could do some dives under the net or something. Rile up the crowd while we're having a challenge. All right, so Tean Nootsara is going to keep that a 3-0 run. And, of course, following pattern, we will have a challenge followed by a timeout as this first set gets closer to conclusion. Creeping closer to conclusion. But every one of these points are so important. So important that you have to fight for every single one, whether it be a challenge or whatever it may be, you have to. Throughout the season, we're going to have people in the chair who get a chance to get to know the athletes during the match. Is that Nia Parker-Robinson over there? I see you over there. Nia Parker-Robinson, welcome to Athletes Unlimited.
Thank you. I'm having such a wonderful time.
What was your reaction to joining the league?
It's been incredible to play alongside 43 other great, talented athletes. We're in the gym every day helping each other get better. And then you get the best competition. Like we've seen here in set one, it's 20-22. It's been a nail biter, and that's just a snippet of what it's going to look like this season.
Nia, you start your career at Northwestern and use your extra year to go on and play a season at UNC. Interestingly, in this league, you have to be able to adapt. I mean, week to week, you're on a different team. What is challenging about that for you?
The biggest challenge for me has been I love these girls, and when we become a team and we have a team name and we're all riding for each other, it's so hard to see that go away in just 1 week. And it's like we only have 1 week together to get the most out of everybody and to be with this team, and you will never be with this team again, most likely. So you really got to push and get all those points together while you can.
Can you contrast that to your seasons in Greece and Puerto Rico playing professionally?
Yeah, there you get a little bit more time to work on your team and your team chemistry, but still you're fighting for every point. I think a lot of us have shared experiences overseas, and definitely this is the most unique with the point system, the causes we play for, and just the overall way it's organized.
Nia, thanks. It looks like we're going to wrap up the first set here.
Yeah, go Orange. Let's go.
All right, go Orange. Yeah, the gear that they get each week, the captain will buy some gear, some glasses or something will come into play, or special colors. I'm excited to see the gold jerseys this year. These Nikes, these gold Nikes are going to go well with those gold jerseys. Black with gold numbers. Serious
swag when you're on the gold team.
Yeah, nice switch up for gold. I love it. Right side, out of the timeout and challenge. Nunneviller for the moment, Doug. High ball. Thrown. And down. Totally legal play these days in the game. And Tean Nootsara goes on a 4-0 run right now to 23-20.
Nootsara had originally wondered if she would use Yassiana Presley as an opposite, but she said that Yassiana was too good at the left side and she needed to have Nia Reed involved, and it's paying off.
Their pins have looked top shelf in set number one. That ball is going to be long. No touch called. Hooper wanted a call, but did not get it. So it's a set point for Nootsara, and rally performance here. trailing by 1 as we headed into 20. Now looking to close out this first set. Remember, you don't want to give any points back. It's on aggregate scoring. You can't just give up a run here. How about give up nothing? Giant lip. Kendall White playing the angle. Does she have another one? No, it's the Matrix for the win.
Kendall White playing some good volleyball just by playing dodgeball in the back court there. Late, a couple of dives to get out of the way of some big swings that result in points for Blue and a first set win.
Diving out of the way to complete the 6-0 run for Team Nootsara. Nootsara, Tom-Com, and the women in blue are headed to set number 2 with a... Welcome back, Kevin Ryan, alongside Missy Whittemore. We just heard from Savannah Collins covering all of the action of match number 1 of 2 for this evening and opening night of season 3. Nootsara, Tom-Com, beautiful sets in that first.
Yeah, and great information from Savannah there, because if there was one negative for Nootsara's team in that first set, it was some issues in serve-receive. And so as they build that chemistry here in match 1 of the weekend, there will be some growing pains. How much of the court will Kendall White pass for them? I think it's got to be about 50% at least, and I think that area will grow for her as they learn to pass next to one another over the course of the weekend.
We saw Team Valentin Anderson, too, struggle with some of that communication. Of course, the sport of volleyball, one of the most highly technical relationship games, communication games out there. What will the blocker next to me do? What will the receiver next to me do? What is the exact ball that somebody needs? And everybody's trying to sort that out.
Yeah, and in a game where communication is vital, Valentin Anderson makes for a great captain, because keep an eye on her and just how much she is talking between points, between every play, right in the ear of her attackers. Doing a really nice job. As we said, lots of newcomers to AU in orange, but Valentin Anderson, a wealth of experience.
Yep, a lot of newcomers in the league this year. We've already seen some of them make an impact in this match. Claire Chaussee early on, Yassiana Presley, Brooke Nunneviller on the other side. Second match is going to be much the same. We're going to see Allie Stumler Linehan now, but you may remember her as Allie Stumler from her time at Kentucky in the collegiate game. Lindsay Vanderweide out of Oregon. We're just going to say that about 100 times over the next few weeks here. Lots of ducks and the return of Willow Johnson. We'll see how she does at the opposite position, the lefty. Lots more top shelf volleyball to come here from Mesa, Arizona and Legacy Park. All right, so 2 of 3. If you were to write a prescription, Dr. Whittemore, what would it be for Team Valentin Anderson to eliminate this +5 lead for Team Nootsara?
You know, I felt like early in that set, both setters doing a good job sort of establishing the middle. And I think if the ball control is there for orange, I don't think this is just my prescription, but I would expect Valentin Anderson to go back to that, try to get some quick middle kills. Obviously, that's going to open things up for her pins, who really had a lot of pressure on them there over the course of that first set.
All right, they're going to sort out where everyone should be on the starting card. But Dania De La Cruz, we're going to see her in this next match. Our champion from 2022, the runner-up in 2021, and the inaugural season set all kinds of records last year. Who do you think can challenge Betty for the championship?
You know, I think it's going to take a complete player who can score points offensively and defensively. We're looking at a couple of them here, a couple of new ones to AU in Claire Chaussee and Brooke Nunneviller. You know, could it be someone out of the gate, brand new to the league, that could jump to the top of the board?
Will it be a setter?
That's a good question.
I mean, Missy's hoping.
Of course I'm hoping.
Missy Whittemore, former collegiate standout at the setter position. A longtime veteran of the volleyball broadcast game. You can catch her across collegiate games as well as here throughout the Athletes Unlimited season. We're underway in set 2. It's a backslide to Bastianelli, who we heard from early in that first. She'll play that one up with the hands. Outside Chaussee, long. Looking for a touch, not getting it. Doesn't look like a clean contact with number 11.
Looking for a touch, and interestingly, I think Nootsara would have considered a challenge. Claire Chaussee says to her, no. It's too early in the set. Don't waste it. But realize that's negative points for Claire Chaussee, and yet she's willing to give those up right there, knowing that it's better to go for those win points.
Still working on Presley. Chaussee with the tip. She'll get another shot here. Joust ball pokes it over. Right side, go inside out move from Sussy.
Really nice footwork by Hippa there to put herself in a nice position to take a swing at that ball. Played up by Valentin Anderson. We got some secondary setting from Benson. And it goes inside a little with the wrist action, saves it.
Another short serve. Did that one find the floor? It was close. Chaussee snaps it over the top. Nunaviller with the dig, and now the swing. Almost the beach player trying to scoop and deliver there. Over the top of Dixon. Off Presley. Hard to get a kill in the Athletes Unlimited gym. Third swing for Nunaviller hasn't. 3-0 open for Valentin Anderson. They're already closing the gap.
Nootsara's team again here not solid in serve receive, and that creates a situation where they're behind this entire point, playing defense after defense, rally after rally, and against Brooke Nunaviller, eventually you're going to come out on the short end of that stick.
Nunaviller, 5 kills, 290. And an ace now for Valentin Anderson, her second.
And an extended huddle here for Team Nootsara as they're discussing serve-receive responsibilities. Good job there serving seams by Valentin Anderson, going after Yassiana Presley, but also Claire Chaussee, who could possibly step in to help with that, is in the front row, and she's thinking attack here, so it creates issues.
This time it is Chaussee with the pass. It's perfect. She gets in her attack pattern and nearly has Valentin Anderson KO'd.
So Chaussee, as a front row player collegiately, is probably pretty quick to step out of serve receive and let that player in middle back go ahead and pass that. But she takes a bigger passing responsibility there as Yassiana Presley struggling a little in serve receive and takes first ball.
Over the top, nice clean attack by number 2, Brooke Nunaviller. He's a Spanish speaker. This is going to be your environment. Have you met Auri Cruz or Betania de la Cruz?
Well, Auri Cruz, have I met?
No, I'm talking about the Spanish speaking here of Brooke Nunaviller. I think she should get in and get into the Spanish.
Absolutely good chance for her to practice.
With Natalia Valentin Anderson or maybe Damaris. And that overpass is taken care of in the first set. It was Team Nootsara with the rally. It was a 6-0 run to finish. Here it's 6-1 to open for Valentin Anderson. We are tied up 26 apiece in the overall.
We're going to get a substitution here for Team Nootsara, as you just mentioned, Auri Cruz, and she will take the floor. A very experienced professional, spent her collegiate days at the University of Florida, where she is already a member of the Hall of Fame as a Gator great.
A long-time professional and still capable of some offensive output. OT, that ball 2 touches, but well out of bounds. As we look at our leaderboard, Claire Chaussee, you see right there, 99 points. She is number 1 right now. This thing is continually changing play by play.
Okay, we do have a setter up there at the top of the board right now. Love to see it. Valentin Anderson at 4th, Tom Kahn at 2nd. How about White, a libero in 5th?
The other thing you notice here, there are only 3 players clad in orange who are inside of our top 10. That's because of those win points. They're already up there, 40 of them given to Team Nootsara for that first set victory. And you can lose points if you're not familiar with how Athletes Unlimited Volleyball works. A service error is -8 to your points. So you can rise and fall precipitously at any point in a match.
Serve pass game is a struggle right now for Team Nootsara.
Auri Cruz, smart play there. Still trying to warm up, I imagine. That ball's tight. Doesn't matter. Big swing. Was anyone in the net? No call. Right side again. High hands. Back row, Chaussee, winner.
Big rip by Chaussee, but I say all kinds of credit to Auri Cruz over the course of that long rally, just doing the small ball plays really well, pushing it into the block and giving her team second chances. And finally, with a better in-system rhythm, it's Claire Chaussee who finishes it off.
Right side attack, off balance, covered by Benson. And again by Benson. Right back up off the turf. Nice gather by Reed. Got some steam on that one. Back row tip is good into the campfire.
I mentioned earlier in the match that watching Chaussee and Nunaviller, it's as though they mirror one another in middle back. Well, guess what? Moments ago, Chaussee with a kill out of middle back, and Nunaviller matches it. This one of the off-speed variety.
Saskia Hippa said volleyball's been the center of her attention since 9. That's an early start.
Very early.
How about a big block by Katie Lukes, the USD star. What a season it was for the Toreros in 22.
And boy, how about the discipline and the strength of the left hand. Drops it and turns it right back in bounds.
6'2", first-year pro at AU on the outside. And we have a timeout called now by...
For the first time, as at the end of that first set, you were quick to point out, you don't want to give up anything. You've got that 24-20 lead, and you want to close it out immediately because the points accumulate over the course of the match.
And then you're going to end it at the MVP points as well. As you get a look at some of the performances from Bedonia de la Cruz, you're going to hear her name a ton this year. 660 MVP points, by far and away the top scorer last year with that. And she does it on the outside, as does Yassiana Presley, who might be in that category this year.
She definitely could be because of her arm. We've seen her get into some trouble here in this match early with serve receive. And so we have seen a substitution. But obviously, no doubt, when you see her take a swing at the ball with that arm, she could certainly be in the run.
And she's in the chair chat now. Yassiana, it's a pleasure to have you in the league. A pretty big assignment for you coming in outside hitter. Tell me about the transition there.
Going to the outside, it is comfortable, but I am struggling a little bit, which is okay. There are so many great athletes here, and it's just a grind. So I'm excited to be here, excited to keep learning and keep growing.
Yassiana, obviously you have all sorts of volleyball experience. Can you just talk to us for a little bit about what has made this particular experience unique in your volleyball walk so far, being here at AU?
Being here at AU, this experience definitely has been so unique with coming out here with 44 amazing athletes, being drafted. You can go first round, you can go last round, but all of us are phenomenal athletes out here, which is so unique, and it's so special to be a part of this and just compete with these beautiful athletes.
Now, Yassiana, of course, a lot of questions asked coming in, new to the league. We need to learn about you. You put pickleball on your list, and there are some courts not far from the hotel. Are we getting some games this weekend or what?
You know what? I feel like I could get some games going this weekend. I love pickleball. I play it all the time with my fiance and his family and our family. And it's just a privilege to compete in a sport that seems so easy. It's so hard. It's so awesome. It's so fun. So I'll definitely be out there this weekend if I can.
Okay, in your crew, who's most likely to spend a ton of time in the kitchen where they don't belong?
I'm sorry?
In your crew of players, who's most likely to be in the kitchen?
Ooh, I would say Molly, just because she's so aggressive. She has those long legs, and she would for sure be in the kitchen. But she'll make one mistake and then fix it after that, for sure.
All right, I look forward to getting those matches going. I want to see some talent out there. Welcome to the league. Your team here. Hey, that first set, you had a nice rally. You guys came back. Why did you function so well in the first set?
I believe I functioned so well in the first set because Team Blue is just a great group of girls. We have a lot of connections going. We flow together. We have a lot of synergy. So it's easy to get those long rallies and stay focused throughout the match. I feel like we are very level-headed, and we have some older, some younger, and it just works out very well.
Talk to us about playing with Nootsara, regarded as one of the greats across the game. Beautiful contact every time on second ball. What's it been like to connect with her?
Oh, it's been so awesome. She's such an elite athlete who knows a lot about the game, high IQ, and even though she's tiny, she's so mighty, and she can get anywhere on the court. So it's just awesome to play with her and have a consistent setter.
Fantastic. Yassiana, thanks for joining us. You guys won the challenge and looking to get back in the second set.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right. Team Nootsara and Yassiana Presley -5 in this set, but we are tied at 29 in the overall. That is the important part. That is going to determine the win or the loss. The overpass, just enough defense there from Benson. Back row, Chaussee. Blast on the right side goes long. There's another one for the women in blue.
Kendall White with every option there. As a secondary setter, she had both of her pins ready and waiting. And what does she do? She hangs it up in the middle of the court for Claire Chaussee, the rookie, to go take a swing at.
Mia Reed back to serve. Her athletic lineage going way back. There's a dig in the back row. And there's something different for the referees, isn't it?
Yes, making adjustments up on the stand as well. Different rules with different levels of play. Nootsara went beyond the net extended, and the up official called that as not a violation.
Can we get that changed in NCAA women's volleyball, please? It is not that way in the men's. You can run and get the ball.
Yeah.
And anyone who says player safety to me, I think you're incorrect.
No, I think you should be able to go get it.
We don't need to save these athletes from themselves. They can just as easily go get the ball the same as they can internationally for both men and women and on the men's side. That ball becomes Ari Cruz's first kill of season 3, and it's followed by a bunch of hugs.
How about the impact of Ari Cruz on this second set? Her impact in this match as she was inserted when things were not looking good for Nootsara here early in set 2, and all of a sudden they're right back in this one.
Have to be ready to go. Quick, missed, connection, and another point for Tean Nootsara. So now they're not only climbing back into this set, they are up in the overall, +3, 32-29. And that overall, vitally important. That's 60 points for the victory in the overall.
And you can see it on the faces of these athletes right now. They are very aware of where they stand in that point total.
And another individual title holder in the sport of women's volleyball. First season, Jordan Larson. Last year, Betania de la Cruz. A long distance from now on into 2,000, 3,000 points in the win. Kevin Barnett alongside Missy Whittemore, Savannah Collins on the sidelines. We're glad you're here. Back row, Chaussee in transition. Woo! Love watching Claire Chaussee play volleyball.
Tell you what, Ari Cruz up at the net, nice little block touch, and then she plays the ball up after the roll down the net. But Tom Com feeding the beast right now, which happens to be Claire Chaussee out of the back row.
It was a carnival ducks type situation for Brooke Nuneviller. Lukes, McCage with a touch and nobody there, despite a charging Chaussee.
I don't think McCage ever saw that one, right up above her own head. And that you see that so often, those middle blockers. Everyone else knows where it is and they can't find it.
By the way, the most dangerous animal on the savannah, a charging Chaussee. Be careful. You've been warned. A crash of Chaussees. That's if you have several of them together.
That sounds very scary.
Ari Cruz trying to work off the block. Hibble with a dig. Nuneviller there a bit early. Nuneviller again, this time on time and push for the win. Everyone loves to rep Athletes Unlimited, and you can too. Be sure and check out all of our new volleyball merch, including the first ever Athletes Unlimited official replica jerseys. And you can get your fit right. Go to shop.auprosports.com to get yours today. Athletes Unlimited Volleyball presented by Nike. Match number 1 of 2 on the evening. 11-8. Team Valentin Anderson over Team Nootsara as that serve goes out of bounds.
And Nootsara's serve receive will certainly take it because that has been the only chink in their armor so far today.
Backslide. Benson with the cover. She's been everywhere underneath attacks. But Team Nootsara picks up another point. They are into double figures and within 1 in this set. 35-31, the overall score. You need to keep an eye on that one. See it right below the team names, the match score. That's the big one, 35-31. That's 60 points on the line. Block, cover Benson again. Have to start some sort of Benson insurance program soon. Chaussee gets a kill.
Too bad she's not still in college. I think that just shouts NIL deal.
Have a bad attack? Having a rough day? You need coverage from Benson.
Oh, I like it.
Is the roof getting you down? Benson will pick you up.
Do you need a second job? I think you could write these.
Yeah. I'm pitching for my ad agency. Nootsara played it up. Reed, sweet hands to the outside. But it doesn't matter. The block this time belongs to Valentin Anderson's side.
Fanning all over these balls, up at the net. Big, strong block, 97 in orange.
Well, let's give 12 to 97.
Absolutely. She earned them. And I do really appreciate the fact that they're giving the +2 to the middles for the amount of work they put in
That's
over
true.
the course of a long rally. They certainly deserve some extra. When they make that close and take away the angle, take away the seam, they're creating that block down the line that the outsides end up getting all the credit for.
They're trying to give other players an opportunity to rise up in that scoring matrix. Been working on that for a while. Killed by McCage. It took an outstanding performance from Lauren Stivrins last year. An incredible weekend to have her end up as captain. Unfortunately, lost her to injury almost immediately.
Well, and interestingly, what does Lauren Stivrins do so well? The slide. And she does it in a manner that looks very similar to what we just saw from Molly McCage right there. Molly McCage, obviously one of the best at it as well. And I think you've got to have a strong slide game as a middle blocker if you're going to look to score enough points to be at the top of the leaderboard here. That's why I think McCage has a chance.
It's interesting you'll hear coaches talk about whether they have a slide middle or not a slide middle, or sometimes you have two slide middles and you don't have an in front of or back of the setter middle.
Yeah. And I would think that for the more experienced captains, that's something they're considering in their draft selection process here.
Tough short serve. Chaussee slides under it. Free ball opportunity. Can they convert? Not this time. White, bump set. Chaussee, termination.
And if you're Nia Reed, how much is the error, the hitting error, in play in your mind over the course of that rally? When she chose to go with the easy shot, it actually pays off. It's the right choice because she extends the rally, gives her team another chance, and Claire Chaussee goes off for the kill. But you do have to wonder for these players if for the first time in their career they're much more aware of the hitting error.
Yeah, it depends on the program you played in.
Yeah.
That ball is killed by Nia Reed. I think this is the Carl McGowan Memorial Scoring System is what this is. Carl hated hitting errors. Passed that on to Hugh McCutcheon, of course, coach of the USA Women's National Team, the USA Men's National Team, and was a head coach for the Minnesota Gophers for many years. Hates hitting errors, so this incentivizes you not to make them.
Yeah, and two very different coaching styles out there, and these players coming from probably one of the two, either those who absolutely hate hitting errors or those who say we don't really care, we're looking at kill efficiency.
I like kind of a caveman opposite approach. Just
Okay.
take a big cut.
Okay.
All the time. That's why I like watching Claire Chaussee. There is a big cut, and it's smart down the line.
I was going to say, I tend to think that your top players are those who like that big cut.
Absolutely. Take a big cut, win some points for yourself and your side. Team Nootsara looking for another +40 on their side. They're 10 away. Anderson, 83 points right now for her side, but she's looking for those win points, trying to gather it back in the second.
Yeah, they've still got an opportunity here in this second one within two of Nootsara and looking to turn things around. They had that early lead and have let it slip.
Set points +40. When you take a set victory, that goes immediately into your overall score, +60 for the win, and that is done on the aggregate score you see along the bottom. The match score right now, 40-33. So Team Nootsara, if we ended right here for some weirdo reason, it would be +60 for Team Nootsara. It is possible to lose two sets and win the match.
Absolutely.
We've had it happen a number of times. Chaussee with the kill. That's Saskia Hiba.
And you mentioned the fact with the opposites be able to have a big impact on this one in terms of points on the leaderboard. Hipa and Nia Robinson both with some big swings.
16-14 now, Team Nootsara. Now, normally it'd be bad news that your outside hitter goes to the back row. Just going to play some defense and maybe hope the front row hitters can clean it up. Not true with Claire.
No, just as much an option out of the backcourt as she is out of the front.
Tough serve down that line, working on Lutz. Hippa unleashes another bomb from the right. Chaussee, though, as we just mentioned.
Is this an assist for Ari Cruz? Goes and gets it and has the wherewithal to place it in a nice little window for Claire Chaussee, outside to outside. Cannot get any prettier than that.
I like that, a nice little window. You see a flower box outside that window.
I think that's exactly what Chaussee saw.
Benson will bump it. She's looking for an assist. And Hippa is happy to provide it, number 91 in orange.
And Hippa, she's got an interesting approach. There's times where I feel like that the ball is not on her right shoulder. It looks like it's going to be a really difficult swing. And yet her footwork and then her wrist action, and boy, she's carving up the block right now.
Well, she's been a pro since 2006.
Yeah. And started playing volleyball at age 9, so I guess that helps a lot.
Yeah, it's also easier to name off a country she hasn't played in than it is to go through the countries she has. Romania, Greece, Italy, Germany, Czech Republic. 5 years in Greece for Olympiakos, one of the top clubs there. An absolute delight to see the international talent that the league continues to attract. Good pass. Lutz was down on the ground, so you'll have to go hit her again, and she delivers.
And you talked about cleaning up some junk as an opposite. That was certainly not junk. With the production she's having, you saw there Valentin Anderson quick to go to her in system. That's one of the faster attacks we've seen from the right pin. Look at the push from Valentin Anderson. Get it all the way back there. Really pretty.
So the international star will step back to serve. Speaking of international stars, we had Shayla in the league. In fact, completed her professional career here with Athletes Unlimited. Shayla Castro, the Brazilian legend, as that ball is missed off the quick attack defensively. And McCage, other side of the setter.
Man, I like watching Nootsara. That delivery as she's coming off the net there and just like a near back bend side set. Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Yeah, Molly said that Nootsara makes the most difficult set just look easy.
Yeah, and Molly also said like constantly changing her set calls over the course of a long rally, verbally changing things, never know where I'm going. But as a middle, doesn't that make you so hard to defend? You got to love that, right? That's a chance for you to score.
Maria Schlegel checks in. Speaking of international talent, the Spanish national, first season in Athletes Unlimited, coming as a serving sub, 6-foot outside hitter. 26 in orange, tough serve. Bump set with pace dug by Benson. McCage back to it. Benson standing in. Not quite.
The way Molly McCage chases the slide play. Those who go at the slide tentatively, no success, but that is not the case for Molly McCage.
Yes, we have 3 players from Puerto Rico, Thailand, Dominican Republic, all represented here in the league. Spain and Germany as well. All these players have represented their national teams. Several of them Olympians, and Bethany De La Cruz just helped Dominican Republic, a rejuvenated Dominican Republic, a deadly potential medalist Dominican Republic, qualify once again for the 2024 Olympics.
Betty seems to be good at this game, huh?
Oh, she just gets better and better. You're going to see a real contrast. All the speed we've seen from lots of the outside hitters here. You're going to see some high ball kills from Betty.
I look forward to that, the different styles of play that we're going to see over the course of the weekend.
Chaussee, 152, opening up a lead now. That was an annihilation. The dig even better. McCage missed wide right.
What a dig. Nootsara and company actually started to celebrate. No one thought that ball was returnable off of the rip by Chaussee. Set up by some of the slide plays we've seen early to McCage. Opens up things for Chaussee, and it was a huge swing. All credit to the defense over there for returning that one.
The crowd sucked the air out. They were ready. This was over. This is the end of the rally right here. Most of the time.
No, says Maria Schlegel.
Schlegel just checked in moments ago here in the second set, and that is a huge dig.
So this ball went wide off the attack of McCage after this crush from Chaussee. I love when the pony goes high. Stumbler, too. Just that violence at the point of attack, and the pony jumps straight up.
I think it is a measure of how violently are you attacking the ball. Like, where is the pony? We could have like a chart of that. I think we could go with
an
that.
Angle.
Yes.
An angle, yes.
Pony angle.
If you
determines,
achieve a 90 degrees to floor, pony angle equals a kill.
Absolutely.
90% of the time, right? So at review here, challenge from Team Nootsara is McCage on the back slide later after that dig that we loved. Was there a touch? I think there definitely was on the left hand of the outside. We had a look at the other angle, and the ball takes a hard right.
Yeah, Kendall White was quick to object. She felt like this ball is in bounds. I'm not convinced that it's in bounds, but as you said, is there a touch?
I think it's Nunneviller's left hand that's going to catch that ball.
Have to watch that reaction from Nunneviller. Is she quick to turn her back to the up official? Doesn't want to give anything away?
Well, she looked like she was just sort of going back, and then everyone's celebrating, and then she dove
like,
into celebration.
Yes, celebrate. That's right.
Yeah. Take a look here.
Some of these players, their face, their face gives them away. Some of these players are just, she kind of bites her lip there. She's like, did they see that?
And here's where communication comes in, right? If you're on the orange side, you have to be talking about the next side out because you have to tell your teammates.
You know, exactly. Nunneviller's got to say, yes, that's going to be obvious in the replay. Moving on.
The previous call has been reversed.
So we'll reverse it out as expected. Then a busy time over there in the review.
How about some more points for Molly McCage, who as a middle is really making a surge here.
Yeah, Molly McCage in at 8th with 64 points at the moment.
And as you pointed out earlier, I think such a good point if you're new to the scoring system here at AU. So much blue at the top of the leaderboard right now because they won the first set and have already been awarded those 40 win points.
Yeah, and they're in the precipice of another 40 now. Good touch, McCage with the defense, perfectly played. Middle benefiting middle. If you had middle setter middle on your scorecard, go ahead and write it down.
Yeah. Of course. I mean, it does not happen all the time. Middle, great first contact. I mean, right? No, actually it doesn't. But it speaks to the athleticism of these particular middles. And the combination of Bastianelli and McCage is one that I would not want to see often.
Bastianelli nearly had that one. Team Valentin Anderson trying to hang tough. They would love a 6-0 run to end this one the way Nootsara picked it up at the end of the first.
And I've been impressed with Team Nootsara and their ability to string together points. They've gone on some really nice runs in certain rotations. They just get real comfortable.
They put right side. First, with her responsibility on defense, then with the kill.
Quietly going about her day. And all of a sudden, here she is, a standout in orange.
22-20, 47-40 in the overall. Nootsara with the advantage. This set, remember, opened 6-1 for Valentin Anderson. Only to be tied at 12.
Yeah, and with those set points on the line here, those win points in set 2, boy, it feels like they could wipe all orange off the leaderboard if blue were to be awarded the set points for this one as well.
Yeah, working for that 40. 60 in the overall. There's Bastianelli, this time using Nunneviller. Nunneviller's left hand receiving a battering.
Nootsara's ability to connect with each and every teammate out there, just makes her attackers look so comfortable in those quick tempo sets. They just don't miss a thing.
Defense this time from Nootsara. Nia Reed delivers another bump set to Chaussee.
And it's Nia Reed this time with the assist.
That does score.
Yeah, it absolutely does. They're doing a great job not allowing out-of-system play to overcome them, but their ball control has put them in the driver's seat.
+1 for Reed, +8 for Chaussee. Another dig. Chaussee tips over the top, and she'll pick up another 8 points. The dig points will go to Kendall White on that exchange. And we have finished set number 2.
Talk about runs at the end of sets. Team Nootsara putting in the work and coming out on top. Nice little touch by Claire Chaussee.
They put another +5. Need a ton of points in this third set if they're going to come back. You might wonder how this league comes together, how the league is governed, how decisions are made. Everything from the floor that's played on to the venue is decided by the players, and the player executive committee is the vehicle for this. Veterans of this league serving on the player executive committee now. Molly McKay, you've seen in this match. Deja McClendon, who will be out with a sprained ankle tonight, unfortunately, but played last 2 years. Taylor Burns, Tegan Nootsara, and Alicia Childress, and Aaron Fairs all serving on that committee.
Molly McCage returning for her 3rd season of AU, and she actually serves as the player executive committee chair this season. So lots of opportunity for input in this very much player-run league.
Yeah, a total change and a reorientation of how a league works, and it's done across multiple sports. If you're brand new to the Athletes Unlimited volleyball brand, we hope you'll check out the other sports: lacrosse, softball, basketball, all being played underneath the Athletes Unlimited volleyball banner. Now, we've had excellent pin play. We knew that was going to be the case with all the young talent coming into this year's league. Claire Chaussee was on the radar.
Yeah, we knew for Team Nootsara that she would be a go-to. Well, no question about it. She's taken 24 swings already after these first 2 sets and has 14 kills to show for it. You pointed out earlier, one of the reasons she is so dangerous because her point scoring opportunities do not fade as she rotates to the back row. If anything, they might increase.
In this third set, the magic number for Team Nootsara is 16. If they can put 16 points on the board, they will have won the overall and the 60 points that go with it.
Okay.
Now, keep in mind, there are 100 points total in team points that are available in this set. Every time we go to a third set, you have the set points as well as those win points for the overall. Right now, having swept the first 2, 16.
But they're going for 40 times 3 plus 60 right now.
Oh, yeah. They're trying to sweep it all. They're trying to take all 180 plus the stat points and walk away with a blue
Absolutely.
leaderboard.
I do appreciate, though, the 16 there number breakdown because my math is challenged. So thank you. I appreciate that.
We'll keep everyone aware of what's happening.
Yes.
All right, we're underway. Kevin Barnett alongside former collegiate standout setter Missy Whittemore, as the deep corner is found by Brooke Nunaviller. We had an open to the first set that was tightly contested all the way to the 20-point. The Nootsara used a 6-0 run to go to a 25-20 victory there. Team Valentin Anderson came out strong. We thought we flipped the script. It was 6-1 Valentin Anderson. Team Nootsara again rallied, and they win 25-20. Will we get a different story here in the third? That ball's too low. And it doesn't matter. Reed with the kill.
Great save there by Reed on a very rare, not so good set, but Nia Reed makes it work.
Little update for the pin play we've talked a lot about. Nunaviller 9 kills, 6 digs. Chaussee 14 kills, 10 digs. 27 assists for Nootsara. And someone's in the net. Here, fishy.
Looked like I saw Bastianelli shaking her head. Yes, I think she got a little piece of it. Ari Cruz remains on the floor for Team Nootsara in blue. Checked in for serve-receive issues.
Yeah, checked in for Yossiana Presley, stepping out that serve receive. That time it was Kendall White, who's been reliable, the libero out of Zionsville, Indiana. Spent some time with the USA Women's National Team, as has Brooke Nunaviller throughout the 2022 VNL. Oh, nice shape of the hands.
Wow.
Is that how you did it back in the day?
On the regular, yeah. I mean, I pretty much just asked my team to pass it up there nice and tight, easy
I think
play.
Nootsara saw some tape.
Yeah.
Actual tape
Yes.
Of Missy Whittemore.
Actual VCR tape.
What's that, VHS? Is that on beta?
Oh, goodness.
Bastianelli back serve. Benson taking a ton of space. And the block figured out Sassi on that one.
Sassi has not been stopped often in set 2. A little different matchup, though, now with Ari Cruz there on the left side. But no, that's going to be all McCage as I watch the replay. This is plus 12, Molly McCage.
Molly McCage says she really loves still being involved in the game. Misses doing it year-round. She had offers, and she blocks another one. Offers to go to Germany coming out of year 1. She could have returned to the professional ranks full-time.
I think that speaks highly to how much these players are excited about opportunities to play here in the States. Left pin to right pin, middles are working.
I'm just excited that Molly McCage doesn't have a whole roll of tape on her left hand. Suffered a number of injuries in college, has a whole bunch of metal in her hand. Oh, how about that bump set? Reed, did she get a touch? No, Nootsara shaped that ball, didn't she? I've seen a J stroke. That was, I think it was a G. The G there. Never made that shape with my platform.
Dancing along the net right now is Nootsara trying to make something out of some difficult passes.
4-4. Right hand of Valentin Anderson, trying to get the run going. Quick, McCage, who's been active early. Another dig by White. And it pays.
That back row connection at that speed can take a lot of time to develop. Realize with teams being redrafted each week, time is sometimes not something these players have. So being able to adapt quickly. I have a feeling if we ask Chaussee, there's not a lot of adapting to the sets of Nootsara. They just tend to be excellent at all times.
A lot of open net there for Sassi. And stretching for it was Cruz. Knew she was one-on-one disadvantage there. She's in the net.
Raising that hand quickly. She says, don't waste a challenge. I'm all in the net there. What a beautiful choice by Valentin Anderson as she takes a peek across the net before she delivers that ball. See where the middle's going, and she sets away.
McCage, this time the tight backslide. A little different pattern.
You know, Molly McCage pointed out the fact that having played with Nootsara some last year, this is a setter who's going to switch up her calls. So they're not just going to use the wide slide, but go tight as well. They'll use McCage in front. Boy, if those two can stay on the same team over the course of the season, how dangerous could that connection become?
Cruz with the dig, no one home for the next contact. I don't know if we had a collision there with Nootsara. A miss there. This was earlier, after that big dig by White. Watch Nootsara here, number 13. White had just made a big play. Yes, you did. I love the camaraderie with the women who come into market a couple weeks early and are playing, are scrimmaging, are mixing it up, learning each other. And a lot of them comment about this league that getting to explore a new city and getting to know the other athletes off the floor are some of the best parts. Backslide tight. Dixon just got it there. Nootsara sliding. Chaussee OT.
Wow.
Yeah, climbing the leaderboard like she climbed the ladder right there.
So the question coming into the season, can anyone compete with Betty De La Cruz? Claire Chaussee is going to have something to say about that, it looks like.
Remember, magic number here, 16.
Also remember, it's not just the winners that score points, but errors such as that one from the service line for Molly McCage result in negative points.
Right, McCage down below Tom-Com, 150, 169, and now dropping further. You see that -8 updating. Love that about our leaderboard. And now it'll be Tori Dixon moving down. Those service errors can hurt.
Now serving, Nootsara.
It's actually impressive to see Nunaviller and Valentin Anderson still in the top 10 on that leaderboard, having not earned any win points in the first 2 sets. Those are all stat points right there.
Dig by Nunaviller. Her all-around game is going to play this year. Chaussee. Back to Nunaviller on the other side. Off her head. That's good still. Self-cover. Chaussee just keeps banging. Schlegel with a couple of digs. No top spin, and it's wide.
The ball control quality of Ari Cruz has really paid off here for Team Nootsara in some out-of-system situations to keep things going. Look at this, though, going back to the block that's then played high off the shoulder of Nunaviller and then falling away there on a really difficult swing. Couldn't find the court.
Kendall White has that move down. But open the shoulders, let the ball pass through. Locke got the touch. Benson with the second contact keeps it alive. Where do you go here? Lots of good options. Reed, straight down.
Nootsara getting sneaky with a little one-step set there, looking like she's going to go in front, and then at the last second, dishes behind. Looks to me like she's going to go in front. Last second, she dishes behind, and that is a lot of court there to swing at. Empty net.
Shelly Fanning with a tough assignment for Team Valentin Anderson playing middle across the net. The one-on-one kill from Reed results in a timeout by Team Valentin Anderson.
Key for Team Nootsara as well.
You always want to have good arms, too. The offense is cranking with Nootsara, hitting .410 as a team. And that is efficiency, by the way, not kill percentage. Claire Chaussee in her debut. Thought she'd be impactful. Yeah, how about 16 kills on 28 attempts, hitting .460 in efficiency.
From the left pin?
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty good.
And they have been powerful kills, too. Over the top, inside of the block, pummeling defenders.
Yeah, you only hit for that sort of efficiency if you have one error on 28 swings. Incredible.
Overpass. Chaussee takes a cut at it. Valentin Anderson, no. With an extremely athletic move, the 2-7.
I'm not sure that Chaussee goes back up on the block here. I don't know if she was undecided. A little late off the floor, couldn't decide. I don't think she knew if Valentin Anderson was going to set it or take a swing. And Valentin Anderson goes cross court. How about a kill for the setter? You don't see that very often on the scoreboard.
Score's the same. +8.
That's right.
+8. We hope husband Colt is cheering. It's Natty's favorite human. That one has to be put over. Handled by Nootsara. That's not ideal. Bump set right side. Chaussee. Good soft touch. Here's Benson. Good footwork. Staying behind the line. And Reed, a kill on luck. Well, she's proven effective on that left side. Not true of all opposites.
That's a good point. Yeah, very effective. Someone that Nootsara felt like needed to be on the floor for this team, particularly at the right pin, but she's very comfortable over on the left side, quite often choosing to stay there rather than make that switch and serve receive. Lets Claire Chaussee hang out at the right pin. Certainly doesn't force the switch. I think she likes taking rips over there.
Tough deep serve. Schlegel with a good pass. Bastianelli running in. Puts it nice and high for Reed. Off the block, out of bounds. Point. Valentin Anderson.
Taking a look at some of the international flair of this Valentin Anderson team as she goes back to HIPAA. Schlegel on the floor now for this group as well.
Yeah, Schlegel with a key dig there and has stayed all the way around. She's in the left front right now, number 26 in orange. The ball's high over and cleaned up by Fanning. Shelly Fanning out of Cypress, Texas, not too far away. Completed her master's in sports management at Baylor. Baylor, a program that rose over the last few years in the collegiate ranks.
You know, Kevin, I think worth noting, obviously the outsides get so many opportunities to score points, but realize they're also very active in serve receive, and so they get quite a few opportunities for negative points as well, because a bad pass is negative points.
Touch there, Ari Cruz picks up the kill. Throughout the season, we'll have little chair chats, chance to check in with players who are on the floor, and Nicole Edelman Cagliari joins us.
Hello.
I love a 14.
Me too.
Great number.
It is a very good number.
Great number. Hey,
is that your favorite?
Yo, that's my number. Born on that day. Are you the one who has it born on that day?
I am. I think it's a lucky number. That's why.
I'm on board. Count me in.
I love it.
Did you get a nap in today? Your critical part of your game prep?
I did. I got a whole 15 minutes in. Power nap today. But we'll take it. We'll take it.
Nicole, tell us a little bit about your early time here in Arizona so far. Are you enjoying the Athletes Unlimited environment?
It's been amazing. I was playing 6 years overseas, so for me, playing basically at home, it's an hour flight from Denver. I already have friends in the crowd. It's just an amazing experience. And then, just playing with girls that I played with like 10 years ago. We're reunited here in Mesa, Arizona, so it's just... it's been a good time.
I happen to notice that you're fluent in 4 languages. Have you done a little conversation with some of our internationals here at AU?
I have. No French, English, of course, some Spanish with Puerto Ricans, and then Portuguese with Sasa, our gold medalist. So, a lot of fun stuff with the languages. I try and practice when I can, teach other players if they want another language or a word here or there when I have time.
We've touched on for the first-year players how the scoring system may or may not affect their play. In all the time you guys have been charting and keeping score and stats leading up to this opening night, how have you noticed it affecting your thought process as a setter?
Yeah, I think for me, it's just I want my team to be as efficient as possible. Because at the end of the day, you want to win all the sets, right? But then I think also it's important to just keep a tab on if you do win the first 2 sets, you do also want to win the third one, right? Because we had a scrimmage where my team, we made up a lot of ground and actually won the whole thing. So for me, it's more about like managing the sets than points, because I think you just have to play as hard as you can, and then the points come for themselves when it comes to that. So you don't want to focus too much on them while you're playing.
You guys just picked up a whole bunch of points. You just picked up 60 win points right now. So you have won the overall at this point.
Yep. Yeah, but we want to win. We want to keep going. We got, 9 points to go? We can do that.
Yeah, you guys would get a clean sweep. That would be a nice way to start the season.
For sure. Start the season, start the weekend. And, it's just amazing, though, because everybody is playing at such a high level, and everybody can make changes with double subs or outsides, or just different hitters and stuff. So it's just going to be great to see how the weekend unfolds, how each team kind of makes those adjustments, so they can keep on getting the dubs. So we'll see what happens. Molly just crushed that ball.
Yeah, she did. Off the edge of the block once again. She has been killing the edge of the block. Well, you married Daniel Cagliari recently.
I did, yes.
A pro player himself. Does he want a piece of this scoring system or what? Have you guys discussed how he would do? Is he going to make too many hitting errors? What are we going to do?
Yeah, right. He's still getting used to it. He's playing inference right now professionally, and so he still has a lot of questions, but hopefully when he can watch the replays, when he wakes up tomorrow morning, he'll have a better understanding of that.
He didn't stay up all night?
He has his games tomorrow, too. He has 2 games tomorrow, actually.
Priorities.
So, yeah. We'll let him off the hook for this game. We'll see about the other ones.
All right. Well, your priorities wrapping it up here. Your team's looking good.
Yeah, we are.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Talk to you guys soon.
All right, Nicole Edelman-Cagliari. We'll talk to her throughout the year. 18-12, her team has wrapped up the overall, but looking to go for the clean sweep here. Oh, more defense from the opposite position. You love that. Chaussee flying in again. Tough offense. How about that approach angle?
Right. Looked like she was in no man's land, and then some fancy footwork on a little bit inside out there to the left pin.
Schlegel.
Coming all the way across to play defense and right front makes it difficult then to swing out and attack. She really doesn't have much of an approach. It's gather, swing, and take a rip.
Yeah, and she never went forward. It was completely sideways. Still got some heat on the ball. Little inside X Chaussee looking for that same booyah kill earlier. Instead, it's turned by Nunavilla.
Boy, it looked like it was there. Nootsara floating it over the shoulder of Molly McCage, and you thought for sure, after all the hard looks that we've seen Chaussee come out on top, this looked like one she would win. Goes with the little tip shot, and guess what? He says, no.
So Schlegel, Hippa, this serve there. Talked about the positives and negatives of serves. We have our second match coming up 9:30 Eastern, game 2 of our season opening night of volleyball here on ESPN+. Bethania de la Cruz, the gold team, she's the defending champion, is going to take on Leah Edmond in purple. And that will be at 9:30 Eastern. For more Athletes Unlimited volleyball, join us. But Bethania de la Cruz last year, think of her as this high, hard swinging outside. As Dixon is stopped. Her serving, she has a big jump serve. She had 18 aces last year. That's first in the league. But how many errors did she have on that big jump serve that was netting all the points? Only 19.
Really?
Yeah.
That's impressive.
That's a payoff.
Yeah, yeah. How about Molly McCage paying herself off? The middle blocker serving and playing some defense to win that previous rally. Unfortunately, an error there.
Yeah, and giving some of those points right back, and she knows it. Molly McCage, third-year player now at Athletes Unlimited and member of the Player Executive Committee. Very much part of the Athletes Unlimited movement.
As Dixon goes back to serve, we've seen a change in the orange lineup. Kaz Brown, a middle blocker out of Kentucky, into the match.
Chaussee blocked. Well, Chaussee's had a lot of swings in this third set. Her efficiency going down a bit, but that's a pretty good swing. Kaz Brown there, number 10 in orange, in on the block.
Hats off to Kaz Brown for answering the call. She has a strong identity as a blocker. It's always been the strength of her game, and right away she comes in and makes an impact.
How about a bump back slide from the ground?
Oh,
Anyone?
my goodness.
Another point, Saucy this time. Remember, 40 points for that win in this set, still out there. Valentin Anderson within 3.
Yeah, Valentin Anderson battling for some win points here. This would be a huge start for Team Nootsara if they can sweep all win points.
Chaussee, oh, blocked to the deep line.
Hello, Kaz Brown. Welcome to the match. Here she is, 10 in orange. Look at that. Nice close, turns it back in bounds. Valentin Anderson not out of this set yet.
Yeah, 4-point run for Team Valentin Anderson. Has a timeout called by Nootsara. And today you're going to see the Athletes Unlimited crew celebrating Green Sports Day, a day when the global sustainable sports community comes together. Bonus and more for just $20. You are adding to the league. Sign up now at auprosports.com/members. Become a member of the Unlimited Club. Be a fan all year. Come and join us in Mesa, Arizona. Watching Kaz Brown step in and make an impact, number 10 in orange for her side. Will she give Jenna Rosenthal, who we're going to see in match number 2, a run for her money as top blocker? That'll be Wisconsin versus Waterloo.
It's a new recognition this year in the league.
Big swing out of the timeout, Reed. Well, that'll end a run, won't it?
The pins of Team Nootsara continue to shine. Whether it's Reed, Chaussee, we saw Yassiana Presley early. Wow, look at this. And now, of course, Ari Cruz, but that time Nia Reed with a big swing.
I'm quite interested to see the next match and how it plays out.
Oh,
right now,
too.
Team Nootsara and that kind of offensive firepower is looking like a dangerous team all weekend.
Yeah, I'm super excited for the matches ahead. This has only just sparked my interest as we get kind of a feel of what these teams are made of.
Sometimes you end up with a team that's just on fire, as Bastianelli nearly got a hold of that.
Kaz Brown racking up some block points, and now a kill.
Yeah, Jenna Rosenthal, 26 blocks last year. I actually shorted Molly McCage when she had 27 blocks last year.
Okay.
So, sorry, Molly. Bastianelli, that one a little bit over her left shoulder. Net violation is going to have that one going to Team Nootsara. So, Nootsara 2 away from the close and a perfect start.
If you're a middle blocker playing with Nootsara, be ready at all times. She will set the middle from anywhere. Love that.
Yeah, even the low overhead bump set.
I can't leave it on the
Back
highlight.
line.
I need that on the highlight reel. The low overhead bump set. I've got to have that one.
And Chaussee is going to take -8, but she will remain atop the leaderboard. A lot of blue, 1 through 4. Bastianelli misses.
Boy, Valentin Anderson and her crowd would love to walk away with 40 points here.
You have to fight for every point.
Absolutely.
You have to fight for those 40 points. Already, Team Nootsara has 140. Cover by Nootsara. Right side. Off the head of Bastianelli. She can't find it. Instead, White does. But it doesn't matter. Point Saucy to Valentin Anderson.
Kaz Brown a wall at the net right now, making it really difficult for Nootsara and her middles as Nootsara continues to feed the middle, but Kaz Brown right there to take away that swing from Bastianelli.
23-22. Back to the pins, Cruz. Dug right back over and just out. Kendall White with the assist.
The veteran play of Ari Cruz has really been crucial to steady the ship for Team Nootsara that it really looked rattled in serve receive early in this match. It looked like it could get ugly, and all of a sudden here comes Ari Cruz and things have settled.
Set point. Opportunity to swing for it. Back set, Bastianelli. Inside the block, not this time. So it'll be a second set point opportunity. You know everyone wanted it to be back set from the middle for a kill.
Right. And after the tempo of play we've seen over the course of that match, that was a very slow, high, outside swinging ball, just big rips off the top of the block.
I was watching the blue crew over there, and yeah, they're talking about that. That ball into the net, and Team Nootsara closes it out. A little closer in the third, but an overall sweep, 180 total team win points. They win all 3 sets in the overall.
Well, all these players have been quick to point out that how do you succeed in this league? It's about win points, even more so than individual stat points. And team...
तोरा याद में आंसुआ बहे छे दिलवा रोए बेजान गिरान तोरा याद में आंसुआ बहे छे दिलवा रोए बेजान
गंगा जल रिकॉर्डिंग स्टूडियो महादेवगंज साहेबगंज
के करा सहारे रहबै के करा से दू बोलिया बोलबै अशोक अकेला के कहलू कि साथ न छोड़ब के करा सहारे रहबै के करा से दू बोलिया बोलबै अशोक अकेला के कहलू कि साथ न छोड़ब के रानी सोनी लागे आंसुआ गिरैले देहिया काप के लगे जा के रानी हमर अखिया से